The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
2nd and 10. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have, as they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Nothing to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Touchdown, Carolina! His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Second down, here's an option right. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Throw here for the backup Taylor. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Corey Littleton. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And the 49ers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Well, lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And they'll try and run for the first with Sermon. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Lance, a give now to Sermon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Looking downfield for Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They give to Sermon out of the gun. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
He's going to look deep for more. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
A final shot before half for Lance. Rolling to his right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Throwing again on second down. Allen.
This to the outside, it's Sermon.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Allen. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Check 26, check 26.
Lance and company going on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Check 4, check 4.
On 2nd down, it's Sermon.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
They do go for it. Lance.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. Boy, a cure. Decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
In your face.
A first down throw, Darnold. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore there to make the grab. And the Panthers open the lead up to 34-0. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. They're going to try and throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check. Crunch. Slice. 97.
Mike 52. Mike 52.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Watch twist.
Here's Lance. They set up the screen for Sermon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And Lance's throw here into the hands of Jones.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Lance going to throw. And he fends him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
He's coming. We got 38. Go pink. Watch the motion. Shift. Watch the shift. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Lance looking to throw it. Under pressure, they got him again. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively unlucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Here we go. It's Taylor on 4th down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. He'll buy some time right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, 49 yards. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Man open, here is Jones. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it. Sermon. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of people. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Now it's Darnold. Flushed out right. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra
Thank you.